If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samad. Today I would like to share with you the 8 gems of the Dolomites in Italy. When you think of Italy, you only think of like the architecture, the history, the culture, the food, but you don't necessarily think of like the mountainous landscape, you know? Which is like silly because the Dolomites is like one of the most beautiful mountainous ranges that I've ever seen in my life. It makes up the northern Italian Alps and is actually a UNESCO Heritage Site. Now, when I was visiting the Dolomites, I was actually traveling on motorbike with my ex-boyfriend, and we were stationed in Lago del Mis, which is a lake. I mean, it's just one of the many lakes in that area. We stayed with a hippy-dippy Italian woman in her cottage, and she had her own garden, and she had 2 cats, and she makes her own jam. It was really nice, actually. We even had like breakfast with her that she prepared every single day, so that was really nice. I'm not entirely sure if they have public transportation around the Dolomites and the national park itself. If you can drive a motorcycle, definitely travel around there with your motorbike. If not, camper van or by car, because I think having the flexibility of going around the Dolomites is great, and I think just better for people who want to explore little nuggets and little hidden spots, you know? So before I get started, please definitely like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more travel content like this. It really does motivate me to make really good videos, and I just really love doing this, so definitely subscribe. Let's get started. Subscribe!
FYI, I used to be able to speak like a little bit of Italian. I knew really basic Italian. I could read, I understood the grammar, but that's completely out the window now. So I'm gonna be pronouncing all of these places in Italian, and I'm sorry if I've butchered the language, but I am trying, okay?
The first spot that I'm gonna share with you today is called Cadini del Brenton in an Italian accent. Cadini del Brenton are natural cylindrical hollows dug by erosive work of water from the Brenton stream. It's located very near Lago del Mis, actually, and what it is cascading waterfalls that you cannot swim in, by the way, so don't try and jump into that water, alright? But you can definitely admire the natural beauty of these cascading waterfalls. It's just water from the top of the mountains that cascade down, and over thousands of years it's actually eroded the rocks. It's made like these crevices or holes in the ground, and it has become cascading waterfalls. So that's incredible, and it's beautiful. The water is super turquoise, and this area is open to all visitors. Very easy pathways that you can use to view the cascading waterfalls from the top or the bottom of the sites. So definitely enjoy that. Number 2 is Cascata della Soffia. Oh, I said that really well. I'm so proud of myself. So just around the corner from Cadini del Brenton, there is Cascata della Soffia. This is actually a waterfall that's like hidden within rock walls, really tall rocky walls, and this beautiful photogenic turquoise waterfall is just like a short walk away from, I think there's like an eatery outside where you can have local food and some beer, wine maybe. When we were there, it was kind of like near sunset, so it wasn't as bright as I would hoped. However, it did give a very different atmosphere because it started raining a little bit. The sound from the rain and the sound from the waterfall was just really mesmerizing. You had to walk through the rocky walls over the turquoise waters, and you can see like how clear the water is, and you can hear the waterfall. It was just like a very interesting, very different experience. So definitely recommend you check that out. The third place is Lago di Braies. And Lago di Braies is one of the largest and deepest lakes in the Dolomites, and it's surrounded by the mountains that are bordering Austria, between Italy and Austria. This is like a pretty popular tourist destination, and there's even like a hotel there, so if you wanted to spend the night there admiring the mirroring lake, just have a romantic night there, basically, go ahead. Go have a bougie night, you know? We didn't do that. We took the motorbike there and we just enjoyed the views. We went like in the evening, so we couldn't do like kayaking or anything, but we did watch people kayak, and we did like watch people fish for God knows what is in that lake. You can actually walk around the lake and just admire the view. The lake is actually super still, so it does look like a mirror lake, and it's mirroring every single crevice and every single part of the surface of the mountains. And at the time we were there, the sun was setting, so the sunlight was really sharp onto the mountains. It's really an unforgettable spot, so definitely recommend it. Go and check that out. Number 4, this is going to be a tough one for me to pronounce, so I'm sorry. Lago delle Tose Calalzo. I tried. Lago delle Tose Calalzo is actually an interesting area because it is a natural thermal bath area. It's nestled around like the forest near lakes and mountains and all that, and it's like this magical thermal spring place where you can actually imagine fairies living in. But also the waters there apparently have healing properties. So definitely soak your feet in it. I'm not entirely sure if you can swim in it, but I'm pretty sure during summer people do jump into the waters. All these little pockets of water apparently are rich in magnesium, which can help you heal wounds and soothe your like muscle aches and stuff. So definitely get in there, but please be cautious of the area and don't litter and all that stuff. It's really nice. I liked it. I think there's quite a bit of history around it. If you walk around, there's like water that comes from the underground and just like spews out. It looks like fountains, to be honest, but they're natural fountains. So that's really interesting. Yeah, check it out. Number 5. Now, this is one of my favorite spots in the Dolomites because a very unique geological phenomenon that's happening in this area, It's called Piramidi di Segonzano. Did I pronounce it correctly? I hope I did. I hope I'm not insulting my Italian friends. And this is a total masterpiece of nature, I'm telling you. Why? Because these pyramids, they're not shaped like pyramids, but they're like pyramids that are formed naturally. Each pyramid has a hat, which is those big like rocks, and those hats actually protect their overall structure from natural corrosion from the rain and the wind. So literally the hats on these tall pyramids are what protect the structure of these like alien-like Mars landscape things. And I don't know, it's just really fascinating because when you look at it, you just can't understand why those things form in the first place. Like, why does it exist? It exists because of natural phenomenons, and why? But I love it. I love the shapes of it. I love the landscape. It's just so weird and random, in my opinion. I think it's the randomness that really gets to me. Those pyramids are actually really at high risk from earthquakes and just natural disasters. So if you are ever in the Dolomites, please go and visit the pyramids of Segonzano and go and visit them before they get wiped out from like an earthquake or something. Apparently the last big earthquake that happened in Italy actually wiped out 8 of those pyramids, so go and see it. Number 6, Tre Cime di Lavaredo. Ooh, I said it like an Italian, yes. Tre Cime di Lavaredo, there are 3 distinctive peaks in the Sexton Dolomites. I think it's probably one of the most famous spots for the Dolomites, similar to like the 3 Sisters of Glen in Scotland, We rode up to the viewpoint, like right to the top, to see the Tre Cime di Lavaredo, and it was astounding. Oh my god, the views were incredible. It's like you are entering heaven. It's so beautiful. I will never fully grasp how incredible Mother Nature is. That's like a great example of how beautiful the Alps are in Italy. So I have never seen anything like it. Honestly, the videos that I'm sharing with you today and the photos that I'm sharing with you on this video will not do it justice because the grand scale of the mountains are not being portrayed very well through these videos. So I really hope you get to visit it because it's just stunning. Stunning! Number 7. So this spot is actually like a little secret spot that my ex-boyfriend's uncle actually brought us to. It's not on any map or anything. I'm gonna share the coordinates in the description down below. What it is actually like a glen, and it leads towards a small waterfall. So it's by La Stangia, and to get there you can actually park your car by the eatery and you can access the path through the main road. And while you're there, you can walk through the rocky glen, through the crystal clear waters. Definitely bring extra shoes if you're going there. And you'll end up at the end of this really short trail with like this nice tall stream waterfall, and it's like in a cave, and I don't know, it's just really magical. And I really appreciated that he shared this little secret spot with us. Like, that was one of my favorite spots as well because it was so unexpected, I guess. The water was amazing and just the journey there was beautiful. So cute and so nice. Like, you can just imagine fairies living there. I love it. Okay, I kept the best for last. And the best place to me that you should go and visit while you are in the Dolomites is Mount Lagazuoi. Mount Lagazuoi is actually for you adventurous types out there who love hiking and, you know, mountain climbing. Standing at 2,835 meters tall, you have to be relatively fit to climb this mountain, but don't worry, it's very accessible to beginners. So it takes about 3 to 4 hours to climb, and I would definitely recommend you get a helmet, torches, and also walking sticks if you have trouble climbing. For your knees and stuff, you just need some support. If you take the route that I took to go up to the top of Lagazuoi mountain, you will definitely need these items, especially the helmet, because there are going to be rocky parts where your head can definitely get hit by roofs of sharp rocks. And the route that I actually took, you have to go through the Lagazuoi tunnels, which is a 1 kilometer long tunnel that ascends at 45-degree angle. Take it slow and steady, alright? This climb itself was amazing. This is the tallest mountain that I've ever climbed thus far. I'm really proud of that because it's probably one of the most beautiful spots ever on earth. The views on the way up were breathtaking, and you can also experience a lot of like the tragic pasts while you're actually hill walking, because you get to pass by like wartime campsites and imagine where the soldiers were hiding out, eating food and just hiding out from the enemy and stuff. It was very fascinating, really beautiful. The views were stunning. The tunnel part itself was probably the most daunting experience for me, because had we not had the helmet or the torches, I would have felt like really claustrophobic and quite anxious while doing it. There were people climbing up and down the tunnel alongside us, which didn't help because I have a fear of falling, so I was taking it pretty slow. The steps were quite slippery because they can get a bit wet from just natural water from the mountains, so take your time. Bring torches because the tunnel is so dark. It's 1 kilometer of darkness and people just like slipping and sliding and fainting, and you know. Once you reach the top, there is a cabin, of course, as most mountains have. In that cabin you can actually get like wine and tagliatelle with like venison ragu or something, which is what I did, and that was like the best reward I could give myself. Just having really good pasta, some wine, and basking in the grandiose view of the Dolomites. It was so beautiful. I loved it so much. I felt really accomplished, really proud, and the views were just stunning. I felt like I was on top of the world, man. It felt like you were like in heaven. If you want a new experience, a new adventure, or you want to challenge yourself alongside experiencing amazing, incredible mountainous views, go and visit Mount Lagazuoi. I've been to many mountains around the world, and the mountains in the Dolomites, specifically Lagazuoi, was really special. I don't know if you can hear the seagulls outside, but there are suddenly birds just flying around my window. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. What did you think of my recommendations? Do you have better recommendations? And if you do, please share them in the comments down below, because I want to read all of them. I want to reply to you all, and I want more insider tips so that when I go back to the Dolomites, I can go and explore more new areas, okay? Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed the 8 gems in the Dolomites in north of Italy. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more travel content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!